Hello everybody and welcome back to another new vlog. Thank you for joining me once again on what is another new and uncharted walk for me. This is another spot where I've never been to before, but it's not too far away from where I live, so I've managed to get here in good time and get myself a decent walk started. I'm in Staffordshire at the moment, walking along a small part of the Staffordshire Way walk. Now I'm not going to walk all of that obviously, but like I say, I'm just walking a short distance along that walk, and I'm heading towards Shugborough, the Shugborough estate. It's a beautiful place, again, that I've never been to before, so I'm going to carry on walking and see what I can find, and I'll let you know in a little while exactly what I'm using to guide my walk today. So I'm in Staffordshire, like I said, and I'm following a route in this book here. This is 100 Great Pub Walks, and basically all that does is it splits the UK into lots of different regions, and in each region there are a list of walks that you can do within that region, and most of them start somewhere in the countryside and then finish off somewhere else, but normally at a pub, and some of them have a pub somewhere along the way on the walk. So I'm following a walk on there today towards the Clifford Arms pub near Great Haywood, not far from Shugborough. I'm finding that I'm taking that book out of my bag every 5 minutes or so to read up a part of the walk and try and memorise exactly where I've got to go to, and then put the book away so I can look out for photo compositions along the way. I hope that works out, but we'll see as I'm going along. So it appears that I've found my first composition of the day. In my guidebook it tells me there is a path down to some stepping stones that cross a brook, which I believe is just here. I think I've got the stepping stones just running along here, as you can see where my finger is now, just running along across that brook there. And like I said, my guidebook tells me I've got to cross those stepping stones to the other side of this brook. So obviously I'm in the right place, but also I think this is the first composition of the day. So the guidebook tells me here to cross these stepping stones. I'm just waiting for a family over the other side to finish taking their photo before I encroach on their scene. But obviously this is a good place to stop. Firstly to take a photo, but also to check my guidebook to give me a chance of working out where I've got to go from here. I think I'm almost a third of the way through the walk now anyway, so it shouldn't take too much longer to get to the pub at the end of the walk. Once I'm there it should be lunchtime, and obviously at lunchtime in the pub I'm going to have the lunch. But then I think that's going to be the end of the walk, so stay with me because there might be some interesting shots along here. I know that a little way further along there is a walk that goes along the northern edge of Cannock Chase, so there may be some shots just about there. But I'm going to walk over these stepping stones now. So I'm trying to cross these stepping stones whilst holding the camera and watching my footing to make sure I don't end up in the drink. It's quite interesting doing that, you know. You should try it sometime. But it is only a very small brook, and I probably could have walked straight across it if I'd had wellies on. But I managed to get across now anyway, so excuse me. The path now carries on right out in front of me, and the guidebook tells me to follow this path towards the edge of Cannock Chase. So that's where I'm heading now. So I'm just starting to hear some shooting going on at the moment. I am following the right path, so I know I'm in the right place, but I'm also quite close to the Staffordshire Regiment of the RAF. So is it the RAF? I don't know. Certainly the army of some kind, but it's the Staffordshire Regiment that is not far from here, and I think they may well just be doing a practice shoot at the moment. I don't know exactly where that is, but I'm getting quite close to it, I have to tell you. But like I say, I know I'm going in the right direction because I'm following the path that my guidebook has been telling me to take, and there's no indication of any dangers along here, so I'm assuming that everything's going to be okay. But I'm going to keep walking anyway. I think I've got to a spot now which is called Beggar's Hill. I am at the top of a hill, and it's in roughly the right spot where Beggar's Hill should be, but I can't see any signposts at all to say what it is. As you can hear, there's probably still shooting going on in the background. I'm quite close now to not what I thought was the Staffordshire regiment before, but what I think is actually Oak Edge shooting range. So that's why there's all that shooting going on. But I've stopped here at the top of the hill because there's some lovely trees just behind me. I don't know if you can see these here, and it's a beautiful scene with all the light coming through from the blue sky above. There are a few clouds around as well, which are kind of blocking the light out every so often. So I'm going to have to try and get this shot and time it perfectly to get exactly the right light, because obviously, as you can see, there's quite a lot of sky there, and if I include the sky in the image, then it's going to blow out the image quite a bit. But if I try and zoom in a little bit on these trees here, possibly on this one right in front of me, then maybe, just maybe, I can get a decent shot of this. It may even be a portrait orientation, because I think it's going to be quite a tight crop. So I'll set this one up and take this shot. I've just crossed a bridge just here behind me, which spans the River Trent, believe it or not. I'm going to head back up there in just a minute, because in the field next to it there's a beautiful tree lying down just over here somewhere. Don't know how well you can see it, but it's literally lying right on the floor. But from the side of the bridge, that makes a lovely composition. And there are little spots at the side of the bridge where I can stand, possibly, and set up the tripod ready to take a photo, although it's quite tight in there for setting up a tripod. But I can at least stand there and take a photo. So I'm going to pop back there and take a photo of that tree, and then I'm going to head further along on this walk. I am in exactly the right place. The guidebook has told me to cross that bridge, and then further up the road, as you go along here, there's a railway bridge just in the distance there, and I've got to cross underneath that railway bridge as well. So that's what the guidebook tells me. So I'm in exactly the right place, and I'm almost at the end of the walk as well now. Hope you like that image. I'm just on the Trent and Mersey Canal at the moment, walking along the towpath, and in a little while I'll come out onto a road and turn right and head towards Great Haywood, which is a village just a little bit north of here, and that's where I'll find the Clifford Arms pub. But I'm loving this walk today, to be quite honest with you. That last image that I took of that tree line in the field, I did manage to get a shot of it, but I had to do it handheld, because obviously there wasn't enough space at the side of the road to get the tripod up while there were cars coming past all the time crossing the River Trent. So I did manage to handhold the image. It's turned out quite nicely and I like it, but I found that I was using the 24 to 50mm lens that I don't use very often, and that seemed to be perfect for the shot. It looked quite good at, I think, about 50mm, and like I say, I liked it, so I hope you liked it. As I say, now I'm just walking along the Trent and Mersey Canal, heading towards Great Haywood. I'm in Little Haywood at the moment, and then when I get to Great Haywood I'll be at the pub. So I've just stopped here by this beautiful canal bridge here. This is going to be the very end of my video. As I go up this path here and around along the top of the bridge and then walk a little way up the road, I'll find the Clifford Arms pub just there, just a few minutes up the road from here. I've had to stop here and take a photo of this bridge anyway, because I love it, it's beautiful. About 55mm, and it's quite a nice image. So I'm going to head off up over the bridge now and to the pub. But I had to stop and take this image quite quickly, because I know for a fact that the pub just up the road, they stop serving food at 2 o'clock, and as I talk to you now, it is just about 1 o'clock, so I've got about an hour to get myself up over the hill and up to the pub and get myself some food ordered. Obviously I'll do it, but it's not the end of the world if they've already stopped serving food either, because I know there's also a cafe somewhere nearby, so I can stop there, and at very worst I can get a bus back into Rugeley and get something to eat there instead. So for now, I'm going to leave the vlog here. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you have, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and also please remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I look forward to seeing you on another vlog very soon. Bye for now.